Good evening, I'm Steve Johnson. Be sure to get our app on your smartphone or tablet. You can also watch the Dove on our website or on our Roku channel. From the Dove newsroom at this hour, Secretary of State John Kerry says that Iran will likely be in compliance with a landmark nuclear deal within days, and other officials say it could be as early as this weekend. Just hours after welcoming Iran's release of 10 detained U.S. sailors, Kerry said implementation of the nuclear deal will take place soon. He says he's still confident that the deal with Iran can be trusted.
We will ensure that the specter of a nuclear-armed Iran is removed as a threat to the Middle East security and global peace, and it is not insignificant that Iran has agreed to submit to this.
Now, with implementation of the nuclear agreement, there is a requirement the U.S. and other nations to immediately suspend many sanctions they have imposed on the Islamic Republic. Two Republican presidential hopefuls say they're outraged over Iran's detention of the U.S. Navy soldiers. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie says the sailors temporarily detained by Iran is outrageous and shows how little they respect President Obama and how weak this president truly is. Campaigning in South Carolina, Republican presidential candidate Marco Rubio said he was angry and outraged at the images broadcast of the 10 U.S. sailors captured in the Persian Gulf by Iranian Revolutionary Guard forces. He says that if elected, he plans to reverse the ridiculous nuclear deal with Iran. Well, reaction to the president's State of the Union speech fell along party lines in Oregon. Republican Congressman Greg Walden says he thinks the speech by the president was an assessment of where the United States stands moving into the final years of the Obama presidency, but was divisive in nature.
Felt more like a campaign speech, long on partisanship, short on vision, and it didn't have to be that way. I thought he was almost dismissive about ISIS, when in fact most Americans think the world's a much more dangerous place than when he took office, and ISIS clearly is not contained when you see the shootings and rampage in San Bernardino and the officer who was shot in Philadelphia and elsewhere.
Now, on the other side of the delegation, Democratic Senator Ron Wyden says he agreed with the president in opening new markets and urged more action on gun violence while welcoming refugees within the U.S. borders. Seconds count when trying to rescue someone from a serious car accident, and the Ashland Fire Department now has new extrication equipment thanks to an $80,000 FEMA grant. EMTs getting hands-on training with that new equipment. Let's take a look now at what we can expect on the weather scene for our area and for Northern California and Wairika. A 10% chance of rain tonight, coming back 80% tomorrow, the high of 43, 46, and just a slight chance of rain on Friday. As we head into the Klamath Basin, a slight chance of rain tonight. Snow flurries a possibility tomorrow, the high of 34, and rain, about 20% chance possible on Friday. As we move along the Oregon coastal area, rain can be expected tonight through the next few days, with a low of 43 tonight, 51 the high tomorrow, 56 for Friday. Moving into the Bend area of central Oregon, 20% chance of rain tonight, then a mixture of rain and possibly snow tomorrow, the high of 36. Slight chance of rain expected on Friday with a high of 42. And for southern Oregon in the Medford area, slight chance of rain tonight, increasing chance tomorrow, and about a 20% chance of rain on Friday with a high of 53. And that's a look at news and weather. You're up to date with the latest here on the Dove.